set to a sleeper. So like if I'm gone for like more than like an hour, it like turns itself off.
No, but sleeping doesn't turn it off. It just puts it in sleep mode. It's still on, but it's not in use. That's what
That's,
sleep mode does.
that's fine.
It's
It's not
not.
it's not running much power.
It's not about running. It's not about it running much power. It's the fact that it's running power through it, and it is technically active. For those in the Wiener cast who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, this guy leaves his computer on all the time, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365, 31 days in every month.
It's true, even February.
hmm Especially in a leap year.
Especially.
All right. I'll get started on my end so we can get started.
This is a serious discussion today, guys.
I know you can tell by Timmy's outfit.
I didn't try to do
The fact that you didn't even realize the fact, and it has that like thing that pulls over on like the edge of it, which is hilarious.
Oh my god.
And it's a dress shirt, and it still somehow looks similar to the fucking jacket. Oh man.
What the fuck? The more I scroll through these too, the funnier it is, and like Jesus Christ. I wish I had a fucking Green Ranger suit. I wish I had a Green Ranger suit.
Same. What's going on here?
What are you doing?
Like something's going on with like the scene. Like it's not it's not showing.
Your Twitch is broken?
I don't think so. Okay, there we go. Now it's showing it. That was weird.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Super Talks or Super Wieners. Today we are going to be taking our time to pay our respects to a fallen ranger. JDF unfortunately recently passed away. Here with me are my co-hosts who are also big fans of Power Rangers. We have Timon and Dave with me, or Timmy, Oliver.
Yeah.
Dude, like this is one This is like a Robin Williams type situation where you just never would have expected it.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Robin Williams openly talked about his depression.
I know, but like everybody that like who has worked with him, like would talk about how like he was always like the uplifting guy. Like he was the dude who would like ease all tension on set. Like he was just that dude. And I feel like Jason David Frank was like that. Like he was like the embodiment of Power Rangers for like a few decades.
I mean, yeah. Of course, when like Saban like appreciated him when they asked him to stop them from unionizing, and he completed that test that they asked for him. So they're like, all right, we'll keep you around. We'll make you the best ranger.
That does.
Whatever.
I feel like that does kind of suck. Like
I mean-
I do remember hearing about that. Like the actors and Power Rangers were trying to unionize.
Some of them. That's why 3 of them got fired right away.
Yeah, like
Well, they left for that and some other reasons.
I mean, like showbiz was fucked. I mean, I think it still might be fucked, but like I know it's making a lot of changes now. But like showbiz was definitely fucked. Like definitely back in the '90s when this was all going on, and that's unfortunate because like all of these people, like every Power Ranger, Mighty Morphin, and so on, were like heroes to us as kids.
Majority of them, yeah.
And I know a lot of the actors who are still alive today, they know and recognize that, and they still represent that. Like the ones like that, they still go to cons and like JDF was on top of all of that, dude. Like he would. I feel like he was the guy who was like the I don't know. It's just hard to.
He was the Power Rangers guy.
He was the Power Rangers fucking guy, dude.
Like when he was like the poster child.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that he didn't even start the series.
He didn't, dude. Like
He didn't. But
I wasn't even a fan of the series in the beginning. Like I remember like recess talk where kids were like playing Power Rangers, and I didn't even know about this. I didn't know what the series was. I didn't know anything about it. Like this one around like first grade. And you guys gotta realize I'm like a little bit older than you got, and like this was like when it was like fresh, like brand new. Like I didn't know anything about it, and people be like, there was a character named Zach. I knew there was a character named Zach, but like our buddy Zach at school, everybody be like, you got to be the Red Ranger, because like apparently it was like Zach was like the coolest kid in school at the time. I don't remember, but they're all like, you got to be the Red Ranger, and I'm all like, why wouldn't he be the character who plays Zach? It would be just like more relevant. I didn't know Zach was a black kid. If I didn't know anything, I just knew there was a character named Zach. And I don't know. I felt like there was like a weird like cross section too, like because then there was a point in time where like everybody would make fun of you if you watched Power Rangers, but you knew like secretly everyone was still watching it. Like
that's the thing with you being older, because when I first got into Power Rangers, no one got made fun of for Power Rangers. Hell, even to this day, people still don't get made fun of for Power Rangers, unless
because that's the thing. Like even like if you like people were making fun of you, but they were still like secretly watching it. Like
that's your age.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're born in the 80s. You're just cruel.
I was almost born in 87. I was 2 days away from being born in 87.
I was born in 93. But yeah, it's sad to hear, and I'm like, damn. It's sad because, like, it's the guys that like you love to watch on the screen the most out of everybody. I don't know about you guys, but that's what it was for me.
Dude, so like literally when I first started getting in, like this is what like my story was leading to in the beginning, and I forgot as I was telling it. But now I remember to get like I first started getting into it, like right around the ass end of the Green Ranger, like when he became a good guy and then he lost his powers, and then I remember watching the birth of the White Ranger episode at my buddy's house.
Of course, you start watching when it's the White Ranger.
Yeah.
You're like,
Shut
white
up.
power.
No,
You're like, white power. Hell
was
yeah.
that a racist joke?
Yeah. You're like, white power. Of course. You're like, finally, someone I can understand.
No, like I remember like the episode was like really intense. Like Billy comes in, he's all like Zordon's making a new Ranger. And like it was like just really intense. And I was like, damn, dude, like this show's going kind of hard, like I wasn't in junior high yet. I was still in grade school. But like I remember watching it at my buddy's house. I was like, damn, this shit's really like going kind of hard. Like this show's pretty cool. He's all like, yeah, dude, I've been trying to tell you. Like, and then like you get the White Ranger gets revealed, and fucking he has the sword that talks to him and shit. And he's got tigers were always my favorite animal, especially white tigers. I don't know if that's a racist thing or not. I know you'll make it that, but
you're like, I want the ones with little to no color.
No, I just thought they looked cooler. I don't know.
They look cooler. Yeah, they're superior. So you would say, right? They're superior. You would say, right?
I wouldn't say that. No,
you would.
Okay. I mean, the Siberian tiger. I mean, they're not all Siberian tigers are white, but the Siberian tiger in general is the superior fucking tiger. But that's not my favorite. That's not my favorite breed of tiger. My favorite breed of tiger is Indo-Chinese. They're more fucking lean and slender. But and none of them have an albino form that have been traced in their genetics.
But you're in the created. You're like, this is my life's work.
No, the only other white tigers that exist are the albino Bengals. Those are the only other white tigers that exist. The Siberian ones make sense because they've adapted to their climate.
Oh yeah, they change their fur like once winter hits.
Yeah, but
there
are some albino Bengals that exist in the wild, and that's just a genetic anomaly.
True. All right, so back to your story.
That was it, dude. Like I was hooked. I was hooked at that point up until I got a little bit older, and then like Power Rangers just wasn't my thing anymore.
All right, cool. Now we know when you first got your tiki torch. That's his origin story.
Oh my god, dude! What's up with these sex ads on YouTube?
Oh my god, are they really that many?
There's 3. I just blocked them.
Damn. Oh yeah, sex find XYZ. It's funny.
Holy cow!
Oh man, but like, yeah, I love seeing Tommy. It was so good. Man, that White Ranger reveal was dope as fuck, though.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like
they made him look so shiny, like just like coming down from like the rapids. He looked like it was almost like Sting, but cooler. Then he turned around. He was like, "Hey guys." Such a good scene. All right, Day. Would you like to say any words?
He fucked him up, Tommy. Like from the moment he stepped on there, he absolutely fucked him up. It was 1-on-5, and none of them could see him. Not even Jason.
Nope.
Dude,
No
yeah,
man.
when he was the Green Ranger.
This man straight up jumped into their Megazord, threw them out, and then jumped out himself. After that, I was like, oh shit. I ain't never seen no shit like that before on Power Rangers.
And his solo Zord was more powerful than their combined Megazord. Like,
yep.
He was the most. When you think of Power Rangers, he's the most iconic character. Just Tommy, and even when I liked him also on Dino Thunder when he came back, and he's a Black Ranger, or more Gold Ranger, whatever the fuck you call him. And he's pretty cool in that. He was older, but still, man, he was the most iconic.
He was the Red Ranger in Zeo.
He was Red in Zeo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Turbo as well. What was he in Turbo?
Turbo, he was the Red Ranger too, I think.
Okay. Damn, he's there for a while. Yeah. But Tommy is that dude.
I think he might have been almost every color Ranger.
Almost. He was white, red, black, and black. He was
I know they always say pink and yellow for gals, but like.
And
they started giving yellow to some guys though.
Huh?
Some guys started giving yellow though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Dustin in Ninja Storm was yellow.
Mm-hmm. And then in Ninja Storm, the girl was blue, but it was like a light blue, like to match the ocean because like it was ninja and her element was water. Although it didn't make sense that the Red Ranger's element was earth.
It was air.
Oh yeah, air. Yeah, my
Earth
bad.
was yellow.
Earth was yellow. You're right. You think it would be
Both
fire?
Of those don't make sense.
They don't, but you know.
I mean, red could have made sense with like magma and like shit like that, but
no, it was air. I was wrong. It was air.
I know. I'm saying red being earth like could have made sense if it was like magma or whatever, but that's still like reaching, you know, like.
His weapon was a fucking blow dryer. Like it just blew hot air.
No, his weapon is an air compressor.
It blew hot air.
Oh my god. He actually showed up in Ninja Storm. Actually, no. Ninja Storm showed up in Dino Thunder.
It wasn't him though. Like it was
a crossover.
Somebody's in a suit, like he couldn't make it or something like that.
Yeah, he had to do the voiceover for it. But it was a crossover. Fine. It was a crossover episode between Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder, which was cool as fuck.
And
I bet if he
wasn't,
they had a crossover episode.
If he wasn't available,
SPD had one with. I know SPD had one with Dino Thunder.
Yeah, they did. They did. Which is crazy because if out of all of them, I would actually it's not that crazy because like SPD came out after Dino Thunder, so it makes sense. But I would be thinking that they would make like one with like maybe Time Force or like Galaxy, just because like SPD is after chronologically it is after like Time Force because the guy, the Blue Ranger in SPD, his dad was a Red Ranger for Time Force.
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't know that, Timmy Oliver.
I stopped watching around when they went to space. And like I
Yeah.
remember, like they had the Ninja Turtles crossover, and like that's right around the time I stopped watching.
I'm pretty sure that's when I stopped watching too. But then I picked it up. I watched like I don't remember the order of this, but Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, and SPD. I watched all those, and then I
There
fell
were
out of it again.
occasions I would watch it because I was watching other because it would come on at Fox on Saturday morning cartoons, like the Fox Box or Fox Kids or whatever it was called at the time, and it would come on while I was watching other shit that I was still enjoying. So like there was some stuff of Ninja Storm that I remember.
I don't think I watched after SVD. SVD was like the last that I watched.
But I have a good friend. I don't know if a good friend, but a friend like we've been friends since high school, and like he keeps up on all things Power Rangers. He's been a fan since a kid. He's still a fan. He keeps up with all the lore. He collects all the figures and stuff. And, like this dude's been keeping me updated on all the cool shit that's been going on in Power Rangers.
Nice.
And I adore him for it. Like I mean I guess he does it with everyone else that he's friends with because he just posts the shit on his Facebook or whatever. Like this, like all the cool shit that's been happening. Because he's just been a big.
Like I saw like clips of like the current one, and it's pretty funny.
Say it's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. Like, you know those explosions?
Yeah, I love
those explosions. Like they actually acknowledge the explosions in the back of after and during their transformations, or like when they defeat an enemy. And then one of them used the explosion for the transformation to beat a character, a villain.
That's funny.
That's funny. He's like, what is that back there? Like, why does it happen every time we transform?
I was just thinking of the sparkle, like the that just happens. Like,
Oh yeah, that's an explosion.
Yeah. I didn't realize it happened every time they transform.
They can, and when they pose.
When they do pose, yeah, when they pose.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. Like, you have no idea.
Where would you rather live? Angel Grove or Metropolis?
Angel Grove.
Really?
It's a lot safer than Metropolis.
You think so? Because Angel Grove gets attacked by a fucking right. What's the name of that fuck? A kaiju. It gets attacked by a kaiju every week.
It's not every week. It's like every once in a while. I think like it's like 2 or 3 weeks spaced out.
But either way, dude, so like once a month, your town gets attacked by a kaiju. I think I'd rather live in Angel Grove too. It's like it's more of like it's
Here's
like
the thing. Metropolis it gets worse shit than a kaiju all the fucking time.
Yeah.
How they could get like hit like one day, and then the next day something worse is gonna happen. Like, no, fuck that. I'd rather not live in Metropolis. Now, we've had this discussion about Metropolis and Gotham, and 100%.
Yeah, but that's different. Like
Metropolis.
Yeah, but everyone would rather live in Metropolis than Gotham. That's the thing. And now you're saying Angel Grove over Metropolis.
Well, yeah, there's less of a chance of like shit happening. And the shit always goes down in downtown. For some reason, it's always downtown Angel Grove.
Yeah.
So, like, as long as I don't live in downtown Angel Grove, I'll be fine.
rent's gotta be high as fuck downtown Angel Grove, dude. Like I just
Not rent, but insurance.
insurance and taxes gotta be pretty high too, just to keep up with all the
They're
fucking
gonna call it the Power Ranger tax
yeah,
or the Megazord tax.
something, dude. Like
But yeah, no, yeah, definitely Angel Grove.
I think I would pick Angel Grove as well. Just like to me like it as I'm getting older, I feel to want to live in like a more like smaller town.
I don't agree with that.
Like when I was younger, dude, I would have loved to live in Chicago and just be in like the big city, whatever dumb shit. But now I'm older, dude. And I just want to like stay home. Like I would probably rather live in a smaller town, and I can just
See, even
stay
if I
home.
stayed home, I'd rather live in a city because then I can just order takeout and it could be some bomb ass food from anywhere.
Yeah, but like I get that, and because it is a pain in the ass to cook all the time.
Well, even a small town, you can get takeout too, but like it's a lot more limited.
It is, because Britt and I were just recently in Metropolis, but we were staying in Paducah, Kentucky, because it was like this like 10 minutes outside of Metropolis, Illinois. And we didn't get any food to cook at the place we were staying at, so like we wanted to get some takeout. Everything was just all we had. The only options were pizza. The only options were fucking pizza. And she's like, dude, I'm fucking sick of pizza, dude. Like
You guys couldn't go to the grocery store or something? Or you didn't want to?
We could have, but like the place we were staying at, it was the George Washington, like George Washington's family, like ran this place, whatever. Is like it was like the original fucking B&B or whatever. And there were
Bed and
other people.
breakfast?
There were other people's like you have a room, but like the kitchen and like the living room or whatever were all communal. So like, and other people were staying there along with us. So like, to me it would have just felt awkward just to be like cooking a meal while other people were walking in and out and being all like, hey, people that you don't know. Like I've cooked meals with like having roommates around, and I'm like, you're not eating this. This is for me, you know, like. But like just people you don't know that are walking like, oh, that smells good, like I don't know, like
They're not gonna want your shit, obviously, dude.
I know, but to me it just would felt awkward. Was that like? And they probably heard us doing stuff the night before.
I mean, you would expect it to happen.
So there's all sorts of levels of awkwardness with strangers that I just didn't want to have to deal with. So we didn't cook. We ordered out. The best option was Domino's.
Domino's?
That was the best option in Paducah, Kentucky at night.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a very small town, right?
It was a really small town, yeah.
Like, what's the population?
I don't know the population, but it was a small town, dude. This is where George Washington's from.
Because I know here in Waukegan, we actually have hella options, surprisingly. But at the same time, it's not as vast as if you were to be living in the city.
Right. Rockford is pretty decent. With like, we got good options for everything. I could go to Uncle Nick's and get a gyro any time of the day.
Yeah, we have a lot of gyro here too. We have some Vienna places.
We don't have any Vienna beef shit. That's what's like. Even though like our hockey team is sponsored by Vienna beef, we don't have Vienna beef shit here.
That's weird, especially for a place like Rockford. Are you sure? Google that, man. You might want to Google Maps, see if there's a Vienna.
I'm going to right now, dude. Oh my
Watch
god.
there be like 5 different places that you just never went to.
No, dude, just grocery stores.
Not even a red place? Reds?
There's people who have reviewed like Vienna beef from Rockford.
Vienna
But
beef
no,
from
dude,
Rockford?
just grocery stores, man.
Mm.
And
I don't know. I would assume that you guys would have it. Maybe you just need to look for it.
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like we rep the crap out of that shit, dude, and like
What the hell happened to Jason David Frank?
Huh?
What happened? What were you talking about, Jason David Frank?
we were.
What is this?
I don't know how we got here.
I don't remember.
Oh wait, I know how we got here. This man started talking about where would we rather live, either Angel Grove or Metropolis, and then it led to a discussion of whether you would want to live in a city or a small town, or because he took a vacation in a small town and stuff, and all he could ever have there was pizza.
That's that's how it happened.
Yep.
Thank you for bringing us back, Jake. I love you. .com.
Have you seen this man's other work though?
I've seen him on Death Battle, where there was 2 versions of one episode where it was White Ranger versus Scorpion, and there was one where Scorpion won, and then there was one where White Ranger won, and the one where White Ranger won, Jason David Frank was very like in that dude. He made sure that fucking the White Ranger won. That's the other. I've never seen him outside of anything Power Rangers.
Mm.
He did that Bloodshot thing for.
Yeah, he did do Bloodshot. Well, it never went through. I think they canceled that. Didn't they?
Like Valiant Comics Bloodshot?
Yeah.
What?
It came out the same time that
the Vin Diesel one did?
Yeah. Which that was pretty terrible.
That.
But it was still in the same time.
I never watched it, so I don't even know.
Oh, the movie is called Ninjak versus the Valiant.
There's a Ninjak movie? That's oh fuck, dude. That's cool.
It's a TV show. It came out in 2018.
That's still cool, dude. Ninjak is like I'm not too familiar with Valiant, but like I think like I'd probably get more into Ninjak than anything else. Like Exo Manowar seems boring. Bloodshot seems boring. Ninjak seems cool. But that's also like coming from the edgies 90s version of me.
Huh. Okay. Look, I'm about to share this outfit with y'all. And tell me this guy couldn't pull off Aquaman.
Aquaman? What the fuck are you talking about, Aquaman?
No, because like I looked up Ninjak versus the Valiant, and then and he's in it, and that's the character that he is. I don't know who that is since I never,
It's probably their version of Aquaman or some shit. Yeah.
I don't think so, since he's using electricity or lightning or whatever it is.
Aqualad can use lightning.
Yeah, but that's not Aquaman. But yeah, if you see him, I mean, like that's a fairly similar color scheme to like Aquaman, and I'm like, this guy could play Aquaman. I was rooting for him to be Aquaman before, Jason Momoa got the role.
I'm waiting for you to pop it up.
It's in the group chat.
Oh, in the group chat. I thought you were gonna pop it up on the screen.
You goofy bitch.
Dude, he does look like motherfucking Aquaman, though.
He really does look like Arthur Curry.
You know,
Dude,
like,
yeah.
you know who looks like Jason Momoa Aquaman?
Huh?
You know who looks like Jason Momoa Aquaman?
Who does?
Steven Adams, the basketball player. look, look him up. Look him up.
I'll be right back. I'll do all this.
All right. So, what were some of your favorite moments of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Since we're talking
I
about,
said the top
Yeah.
one already when he
I know,
jumped in
but
the
like
fucking
I said,
Megazord and kicked them all out.
any other ones?
I also like the whole arc of him like becoming the Green Ranger and like kind of breaking out of it, and Rita
Mm-hmm.
kind of dragging him back into it.
Oh yeah,
It was like 4 episodes straight of just that.
them working together to try to get the green candle,
Yeah.
and then they failed in the end. It's one of the few times where they actually failed. And that was a good episode between uh Tommy and Jason. Yeah, that was his name, Jason, in the Red Ranger.
The OG Red Ranger, Jason?
Yeah.
Look at the guy, Steven Adams,
Steven Adams. All right.
with a V and not a PH.
All right.
Steven Adams Grizzlies.
Show me, sir. You gotta share that with me now.
All right.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy. Yeah, he does look similar.
They actually call him Aquaman sometimes.
There's a good one.
But the guy I shared, he looks exactly like a comic
He
book
looks-
Aquaman.
What? Hold on, my computer is like glitching out right now.
Of course it is.
All right. Oh, all right. All right. It's back to normal.
Yeah, but the guy I shared, he looks 100% like Arthur Curry
From the comics and shit, yeah, dude. Like
from the
that,
comics,
yeah.
or from the Throne of Atlantis animated series. I mean, movie.
And it's like, yeah, like cartoons and what, yeah, he looks the part for sure.
Mm-hmm. I could see him do it, but unfortunately, that's not what we have. But I was 100% behind this casting. All right, so back to JD. Back to Power Rangers. So I watched up until SPD. When did you say you stopped watching again, Timmy Oliver?
Like as a fan, I stopped watching like right around like when they were in space and they did the Turtles crossover. But then like I do recall catching a few things of like Ninja Storm just from like just watching other stuff on Fox Kids that I was like into. Like I think Digimon was around that time, and there were other things I was watching.
Did you watch Wild Force?
Maybe there might be like I might have some stuff of like Ninja Storm and Wild Force like intertwined.
You probably didn't watch.
I think both of them took place in like more of like a forest setting instead of the town, right?
Which one?
Both of them, like Wild Force and Ninja Storm.
Ninja Storm was specific. Well, most of them take place in a town. Ninja Storm took it place in a town, and Wild Force, they had a lot of different locations.
I remember Power Rangers Turbo just being ass.
Turbo wasn't ass.
Turbo was ass.
Mystic Force was ass, if anything.
I don't know about Mystic Force.
I mean,
wait, I think I do know a little bit about Mystic. I don't know, man. Like, all right, go on. Sorry.
They were like wizards and they had capes.
No, yeah, I don't know it.
That one was kind of whack.
It was pretty fucking whack. If it weren't for SPD, because SPD actually, after Dino Thunder, it was Mystic Force. They never had a crossover, but then it was SPD, I think, or was Mystic Force after SPD? I forget. Let me check what year Mystic Force was. All right, Mystic Force was 2006. So it was after SPD.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Mystic Force.
It was after SPD. And okay, so after watching Mystic Force, because I watched all of it, because I didn't want to, I was like, maybe it'll be cool, like somewhere within the season, and it was not. It was not.
No, it was whack.
And that was like the wackest out of all of them. Even the current ones, which somehow are cornier than all of the other ones.
This is coming from a Harry Potter fan. That shit was whack. Like that magic stuff. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, their magic was so basic. But like, yeah, like, and like I said, like some of the later ones were kind of basic like were corny as shit, and Mystic Force is still probably like a stain, comparably. And I think after that,
song, though.
I think they did. They had a decent theme song. I think RPD was after that, and RPD was kind of ass and kind of not. Like it was ass in the beginning, and then it like got better towards the end, and that saved it, and that's why people still like it. But like Mystic Force was like the same shit throughout, so like I didn't fuck with it as heavily as the other ones.
No,
but I never watched.
What threw me off about Turbo was like, so like we had all these adults playing teenagers, and then we get to the point where they're getting their they're 16 now. They're gonna be getting their license, and then so they've been doing this for a couple of years now, and now you got this new fucking Blue Ranger who's like a little kid. And I always tried to defend this part as a kid. I was all like, dude, he's just the same age as the other Rangers were supposed to be when they first started.
No, those Rangers were 15.
They could have. I always thought they were supposed to be 14. I thought they'd been at it for a couple of years before they got into Turbo and they got their license and shit.
So, like, by Turbo, they were like 17, about to graduate.
So my argument was always wrong, dude, and it was always wrong in the beginning because like this kid was like apparently supposed to be like way younger, like maybe like 11, 12.
Well, he was like what, 13?
Something like that. Like so, like it was way off. But I always but from the beginning I always assumed that the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like, yeah, they were like older people, but like playing teenagers. And I always like, and then when it got to the point where like, oh, they're actually getting their license or whatever now, I assumed Mighty Morphin, they were supposed to be younger, like at the youngest, like 15.
Well, like every season of Power Rangers is less than a year. They go from like I think if I remember correctly, they go from like March to November,
Yeah.
and that's every series of Power Rangers.
Like, yeah, I feel you, but like, as a kid trying to like, I was always a continuity fucking junkie, even as like a kid. Like, I couldn't get into a lot of sitcoms because there were things in continuity that didn't add up. Like, even though I would still be a fan of the show, but there were just things that would like irk me. Like in Home Improvement, when the same actress played Jill's sister, but then also played Tim's brother's wife and shit like that, dude.
They reuse actors sometimes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it's like just weird continuity stuff like that. So like I was always trying to like piece that shit
Yeah, I
together.
remember.
The Mighty Morphin had to have been like 14, 15. And then like that makes way more sense for the Blue Ranger and Turbo to be like whatever. And I was just all about that shit as a kid. And I still am. Not as bad because I just know like.
And then after Turbo, Zeo and Tommy was still there, and I think he was a college student when Zeo hit. They always like shift around like the age of like what they want the characters to be like.
Well, and it makes sense because they're not. That stuff isn't as important as it's more about the Power Rangers saving the day and like the sitcom aspect of Power Rangers wasn't as important, even though it was
How dare you talk shit about Butch and Scully like that?
Bulk and Skull.
Bulk
You
and
mean?
Skull.
Oh yeah, well, why the fuck did I
Fucking
think
Skull.
Butch and it's Scully?
Bulk and
Wow.
Skull, dude.
Butch and Scully.
I don't know why I thought their names are Butch and Scully right now.
Bulk and Skull are just as much of a backbone to Power Rangers as Jason David Frank. Dude, like, because I think the original actors have stuck around for like every series.
Not every series, but like some of the series.
They could get nothing else, so they need to keep the checks coming.
True. They make money off of Comic-Con and shit and
Dude,
all that other stuff.
Yeah.
They tour. They tour around cons because they need that con money.
Con money is sometimes where it's at, dude. Like,
It is, especially with like Saban back in the day where they barely got paid pennies.
right.
I think they got paid like what, 500 an episode.
I have no idea, but like even that, dude, like that's
very low
for
money.
acting, but for
That's what you would pay an extra, and that's what they were getting paid. It was crazy. And then as soon as Saban started making millions, they were like, "Yo, can we get an increase in our pay?" And
Yeah.
Saban was like, "No, not at all."
That's
You can-
something like I
They're
don't like
like-
to talk about right now. That is something like my company's facing right now. Like we're like $1 billion industry, and like we're not getting paid much. And but anyway,
Well, that's it. It's $1 billion industry, but that doesn't mean every company makes billions.
the marijuana industry is $1 billion industry.
Well, yeah, but that's because they're taking all the money from every company that is in the marijuana industry. They're not all one corporation. They just total the money that every corporation makes.
Yeah, I feel that.
And that's the industry.
I hear you.
And from what you've described about the company you work for, it's a lot more of a grassroots company than any other corporation, right?
Yeah. And like,
so their capital is probably not as big. You might want to check how much your company is worth right now.
I
or
will.
check their gross, or maybe even their what's the word I'm looking for? Why am I forgetting words right now?
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking
Their
about.
net income. Yeah, check their net income. And check what it is, or what their profits look like. Which is easy, an easy Google or Bing search for you.
And we also like go through this shit like every month. We have like a month, like every month we do a town hall meeting and we go through like how we did compared to the previous like with all our stats and
That's good. All right, so back to Power Rangers. All right, so we talked. Not gonna lie, Zio wasn't the greatest, but it was decent. I enjoyed it.
was Zeo the space one?
Kinda. There's a lot of space ones.
The first
There's,
space one.
I think it might have been the first space one.
There was one literally called In Space.
Yep, in space, Lost in Space. There's Galaxy, and then there's another one. I forget what it's called. I think there was like in total like 5 or 6 where
And
they
there's
were in
Mighty
space.
Morphin Alien Rangers.
Oh yeah, the Alien Rangers. Mighty Morphin have gone in space a couple times.
The first time they went to space though, I think it was that Zeo.
No, Mighty Morphin went in space like literally during the Mighty Morphin run.
What?
It was Alien Rangers. Remember, they went in space during the Mighty Morphin movie.
No,
It means what season? Just
I'm
like
talking about what season where it was specifically on a spacecraft, like the first one. It was on a spacecraft, and then they would go and do their Power Ranger shit.
The Turbo movie.
It was Turbo that started
They
that.
also went to space in Turbo. The Mighty Morphin movie was first, and then it was Turbo. They went in space for the same reasons in Turbo and in Mighty Morphin because they needed to get their
I'm
powers
talking
back.
like the Power Rangers season where they were in space is the same one where they had the Ninja Turtles crossover. What series was that?
I think that was in space. Do you remember? Day?
Wait, what?
Which one they met the Ninja Turtles in?
That was the same
That was in
season.
space.
That was
Yeah, in space. Okay,
Oh, in space. All right. Sorry.
but that's not what kicked it off, though.
No, I was just trying to
You
enlighten.
originally asked when was the first.
I was just trying to enlighten some of my ignorance. That's all I was trying to do.
Ask better questions. Love you, dog.
I love it when you roast me good.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah. There was In Space. There was Time Force, which was not really in space, but it kind of had some space stuff in it. I think. Which one was it In Space? In Space was after Galaxy. Because I forget which one was the one of them was they went into space.
Lost Galaxy?
Was it Lost Galaxy?
The one with like the little squiggly on the uniform?
I don't remember. What's the one where they lost on Earth and they went into space?
I think you're talking about Lost Galaxy.
Okay.
Galaxy.
Or they were in the ship and the ship got destroyed and then they were in space. So it was probably Lost Galaxy. That makes a lot more sense.
I don't remember half that shit though. because I didn't watch
I
it.
mean, I'm trying to remember it right now.
I think
Yeah,
I might have
majority of it's good.
stopped after Turbo. I'm pretty sure.
Huh?
Pretty sure I stopped after Turbo.
Turbo.
That early? That
Really?
early?
Turbo?
Damn.
No, right before they went in space. Then whatever.
Wait,
that
I
is.
thought you watched. I thought you watched Dino Thunder.
Yeah, that was way later.
So you got back into it.
Turbo was like, when was Turbo?
Turbo was like a
Turbo was
year
still in the
after.
90s.
Yeah,
No, well, whatever.
the
Right
year
before they went,
after-
right before they went in space is when I stopped.
That was
Turbo was
Turbo.
like
No, okay, then it was after that. Then I don't remember when like it was a completely new cast. I don't know who the fuck these people were. Yeah, I think that was when I stopped. I don't know. I can't remember. Then I picked it back up. Whichever came first with SPD, Ninja Storm, and Dino Thunder. Whichever one came first. And I watched those three.
okay, so the first one was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Then after that, it was
It was
Alien
my for
It
like
was
6 seasons.
Alien Rangers.
Alien Ranger. What the fuck is Alien Ranger?
Then it was Power Ranger Zeo. So Zeo was first. My bad. And then it was Turbo. And then after that, it's in space.
Yeah, so after Turbo, I'm gonna stop. I might have watched it in space.
Okay, so
Part of
Turbo is where shit gets destroyed and then they go in space.
I might have watched something in space.
Turbo was ass.
I like the
In space
racing.
was better.
In space was good. I did not like Turbo, but I really enjoyed In Space.
Then it's Lost Galaxy right after that, which I remember. Oh, Lightspeed Rescue. I forgot about Lightspeed Rescue. That's the one with Carter.
I think I've seen some of Lightspeed. That
Like,
shit sounds
I
familiar.
think I've seen like bits of most of the seasons, like not the full ones.
Oh, like I haven't seen a full season of anything Power Rangers. I've only seen what I caught. Like I've never went back and went and binged shit. Like I've only seen what I saw growing
You ever
up.
get a chance to binge Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, and SPD? Like those are really good seasons.
I've seen some reruns, that have been aired, whatever.
Time Force is good. Time Force is really good too.
I think I've
Time
seen
Force.
some Time Force.
I love Wild Force.
I didn't watch that one.
Okay. Then after that, it was Ninja Storm. Then after Ninja Storm, it's Dino Thunder, which with Tommy. Let's go. That was a cool surprise.
Yeah, Dino Thunder was the first one. That's when I picked it back up. I think because of Tommy was in it is why I started watching it.
Okay, so Mystic Force was after SPD, and then Dino Thunder was right before it. Okay. Mystic Force is like a stain. Oh, it was Operation Overdrive. That one kind of sucked too. It wasn't
That's
RPD.
the one with what's her name? From iZombie. Tinkerbell from Once Upon a Time. Rose MacGyver. Rose MacGyver.
No, that's not the one with Rose MacGyver. Let me see which one. I forget which one was with her. Let me see. Hers was RPM.
Okay.
So hers is a little bit afterwards. Hers was like in 2008. No, 2009. RPM. Oh, the one that I'm thinking of was RPM. My bad. Yeah. I think Jungle Fury was after that. I think I stopped watching after Mystic Force because, like I said, Mystic Force was hot doo-doo. So I can't speak on any of those.
I probably would have kept going if I was born later, but I was reaching adulthood when I stopped, and it just, like sometimes you just couldn't be. Sometimes you just couldn't be into the same shit that you were into when you were younger, even though like you still can. But like, there's all sorts of just.
I'm still into cartoons and shit. Like,
I was always still into cartoons and shit, but like, there was just something about Power Rangers that just made it seem like just nah.
Power Rangers influenced me as a writer since I've started writing. Like, there are like a few constants in my writing. It's like Power Rangers and X-Men, stuff like that. I'm not ashamed of that.
Nice. So you owe your writing to Tommy Oliver, is what you're saying.
I'm saying Power Rangers is a good influence.
It is. I think Power Rangers is a great thing, and since it still has its like longevity throughout the years.
Tommy would flirt with this girl and then beat her up when she was in the suit.
What?
Yeah, him and Kimberly would flirt, and then he would beat her up in the pink when she was in the pink suit. It's literally what happened during that entire.
I thought you were talking about like some real life scenario.
No, you goofy bitch.
But you said Tommy. I would. that is
Tommy isn't his actual name, my guy.
I know. I pieced it together like right after I was like, sorry. But yeah, that is literally what happened. Like,
fuck her ass.
I think Tommy knew who the Power Rangers were.
He did because Rita told him.
But they didn't know that he was a Power Ranger at the time. So
of course you didn't, because how would you know?
Yeah. Oh, it was good. That was good shit, dude. Like, especially for like a show like Power Rangers, so like that, like it was basically like the villain of a week type of shit, dude. And then like this was like a character arc. Like it went on for like several episodes where like we didn't know like who this guy was. Like he's wearing green all the time. All the Power Rangers always wear their fucking color. Like
that's always been hilarious. It's
that
like
no matter what,
a group of teenagers who all be wearing these very specific colors all the time,
every day of the week.
It's like, who are the Power Rangers?
They're the only ones that never panic when some shit happens.
They're always the one running into the danger, and they morph while people are around them,
and they talk hella loud. And sometimes they just fight. You just think they just fight like this?
They fight in their regular clothes.
Just in human form, they'll just like beating the brakes off people. Yeah, like
while people are around. Like, so y'all put this together, but they might just be,
they might not just be human. They're not regular humans. They built it.
They are regular humans. They have just been blessed with the ability.
With the juice?
It's not even juice, dude. It's fucking, you got a morpher coin, dude. Fuck.
SPD Rangers are so fucked up, though.
Why?
These dudes would, so, they were cops. And so they were like, they have to judge them with their little morphers, right? Are they guilty or innocent? And so when they're guilty, all they have to do is just blast them with the containment thing. No, they got to shoot that motherfucker in the chest first. And then contain them.
What?
It's like, all you have to do. They were already standing there waiting to be judged, and they're guilty. They're like, all right, fuck you. Then they shoot them with their little blaster.
I mean, they became excessively more cop-like in like middle of the series, because like Wild Force was like a cop team. Time Force was a cop team. Operation Overdrive, I believe they were a cop team. RPM was a cop team. SPD was a cop team. Time Force was a cop team. In Space was a
I
cop
mean, they're all
team.
kind of cop teams, man. They're Power Rangers.
I mean,
No.
Mighty Morphin wasn't really a cop team.
No, they're Power Rangers, man. They're not cops. You
Some
choose
of them
to
were
make me
cops.
hate Power
No,
Rangers.
some of them were cops. They like
SPD was straight
SPD
up
was
cops.
was.
I know
was a-
SPD. I get what you're saying, but when Jake just said he's like they're all kind of cops, dude. They're Power Rangers. I'm like, no, I don't agree with that at all because I don't want to hate Power Rangers.
Most of them were cops, though.
You listed like 17 fucking series. That
Right,
Are like,
I'm just saying.
Most of them were cops. Like it's either they're cops or they're teenagers. That's literally like the thing. Like they're either cops or they're teenagers. That's how they do it.
But Power Rangers has been going on for fucking like damn near 30 years.
Two
So like,
decades.
some of them can be cops.
Oh yeah,
dude. I'm okay with that.
25 years, I think.
25 years. I was gonna say 25, but I felt safer with 30. I don't know why.
It's about 25. Close to 30. It's getting there.
25 makes sense because like I think I was about 10.
It came out in like 96.
Was, like when like people were like Power Rangers.
Yeah, it came out in like 96 or something.
Yeah.
My dad used to watch it with me, Mighty Morphin.
Nice.
Because he used to love Goldar.
Goldar's cool.
Goldar.
We used to both laugh when Goldar catch him or something like that. They're like, you can't get away with this, Goldar. We're going to stop you. And they'll be like, silence. My dad used to love that shit. I don't know why. He just thought it was funny.
Oh, man. I love the way Goldar talks. But Master said. I can't even do his voice.
I was always so mad because I was all like, dude, this dude seems so badass, and he's always just getting pushed to the side. Like, why isn't Rita sending this dude out? She's making new fucking monsters that are easily getting defeated. Goldar's all like, send me out, bitch, dude, send me out. And she's all like, no.
Because he got his ass beat early in the series.
You know what, low-key, I feel like Spider-Man will like literally drop every last one of their villains. Because they move so stiff. It's like, how y'all losing to them?
I mean, everybody moves stiff.
Don't you think Spider-Man would like wash every last one of their villains?
I mean, no, because if like even though their movements were stiff, they technically were like super
Put Spider-Man in a match with 10 of them, he'll win.
I mean, yeah, he
Plus
would beat them, but I wouldn't think he would be like that much of a wash because I think like they'd add more money to the budget if they're fighting Spider-Man, so they would make it look cleaner.
Oh, I don't do that.
I mean, the reason why they look so stiff. No, but like the reason why it looks so stiff is the fact that they have a low budget.
When do Power Rangers fight Spider-Man?
They don't. He never said that.
I'm saying
he never said that. He's saying if Spider-Man would fight their villains, that he would win right away. And I'm saying it wouldn't be as easy as you think. They only look that stiff and that terrible because of their budget being trash.
How many times has Spider-Man fall off the Sinister Six by himself?
And I'm just saying though.
Like 3 of them can fucking fly.
Yeah, and he almost dies every time.
And 3 of them can fucking fly. One of them has like 4 extra arms. Come on now.
One of them can shoot fucking acid out of his tail.
The Power Rangers got their Power Ranger suits on. They'll be able to not get poisoned.
Spider Sense clears so much. It covers his ass so much. It covers the distance of a lot.
I mean, sure.
Spider Sense is a good power, man.
I agree. I'm not saying that he wouldn't win. I mean that he wouldn't win. I'm just saying that it's not as easy as you think.
Wong would win.
Dude, just Spider-Man versus Green Ranger.
I mean, Spider would still win.
You think so? Yeah, like the power coin gives you an amplified boost of your natural attributes.
No shit. That's why I said they have super speed, super strength, and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I said earlier, it only looks stiff because of their budget. That's why in the later seasons, like you see them move faster, a lot cleaner and stuff like that. Like in SPD, they moved a lot better because they had a higher budget. Or like in Time Force, they move a lot better than they did in Mighty Morphin because better budget.
Is the show still ripping footage from Super?
No, they don't
Or
always do that anymore.
they don't do that anymore.
Not always.
But they still do sometimes. Okay.
That's X Brian and Brayton.
I would. I invited both of them on, but none of them wanted to join. So
I just asked them in the chat.
Like, yes, he will win, but I'm just in the camp of like, it's not that easy.
Spider-Man versus 5 Power Ranger villains. Okay.
Oh well, yeah, that's not that like it's not gonna be easy, but he'll win. Yeah, like I don't think you understand that.
Nico was gonna answer with something like absurd,
And then
Nico's gonna say something completely outrageous.
and then Jalen is gonna get mad at whatever he writes because it's gonna be a paragraph long.
Who?
No, I just thought it was hilarious.
Who's gonna get mad?
No,
Jalen.
no, that was hilarious.
I'm just kidding, though. I'm kidding.
No, dude, like Nico's just gonna use his superior intellect to just say something outrageous.
Oh come on, his intellect is not that superior.
I know it's not, but like we know that he pretends that it is.
Man, when we were all hanging out so much, I would forget a word and I'd be like, "What is the word I'm looking for?" Like Nico, remind me what the word is, and then because I did that, everyone would put everything I fucking said as if Nico said it just because I forgot one fucking word. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm the one that like gave all the info just because he said that one word.
I was so mad, dude. I couldn't be there that day.
Which day?
There was that whole pizza party day back when like everybody was cool with everybody.
Oh,
it was like it was a whole meetup with like you, Yoslin, Nasser, fucking Brittany, and then huh?
Me.
I said you.
I know. And then the other time I invited another friend of mine.
And y'all even like saved a chair for me, even though I was all like, dude, I can't make it. Like we're saving a chair for you and shit. Like dude, I'm so mad I couldn't even make it that day.
Yeah, we had some pizza that day. Remember the last time we went to like that antique like comic book store? Or were you not there?
I was not there.
I could have sworn you were there.
I was not there. Dude, so one speaking of comic book stores, I was this girl I was dating at the time, she wanted to go to Salvation Army, and right across the street was our local comic book store. So like I'm like, well, you're here, I'm gonna go browse the comic book store. And I was browsing and I was looking through some Power Rangers comics. And I was all like, there was some weird shit going on in the fucking Power Rangers shit that I was looking at. Like I was browsing through the pages. And apparently there was like a future version of the White Ranger who traveled to the past.
Yep.
And like this is like this one is an evil version. This is an evil version of fucking White Ranger. Travel to the past. And it's like an alternate fucking world where like there's like statues of like of him as like the Green Ranger and then like Rita Repulsa. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on in Power Rangers? Like, it made me want to be a way bigger fan than I ever was. I still haven't picked up any of the books, but dude, it made me want to so fucking bad. Like the Power Rangers comics seem like they're on a whole other level than any of the shows can ever like fathom to be.
That's the one where he was the Dragon Ranger and kills all the Rangers, right?
I believe so. I flipped through pages of just like two books. I flipped through
like it was the white suit, but it was like different.
Yeah, it was like scarred and shit, dude. Like, yeah.
There's another one where like he has killed every Ranger, and then his suit is damn near like every color.
I think I've seen pictures of that. I've seen, and I think that was like what I was picking up was probably like the beginning of that.
Yeah, I think so.
And I was all like, dude, I was just like flipping through that shit. I was like, and then when I read Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, I still haven't read the fifth and final issue of it, like, because it was originally announced to be a 4-issue series, and then that was a 5th issue, and
surprise.
Yeah, I mean it made sense because like how they ended on the 4th, it was like there's a huge huge cliffhanger, you know, like huge fucking. You got Shredder in the fucking Dragon Zord about to fight the fucking Turtles in their fucking and they have their new Megazord. That's how the 4th issue ended, and I was not like, what the fuck, you know, like. So I still haven't read the 5th one, and I'm still on the I do this thing where I start shit and I never finish it because I just don't want the thing to ever end.
Wow.
I have all 5 issues of The Last Ronin, and I haven't read issue 4 or 5. And I have all 5. I haven't read 4 or 5 yet because I just don't want to know the conclusion. I don't want to know, even though I have the access to it.
Yeah, no, I haven't even read the first issue. But you spoiled it enough for me that I know what's going to happen.
I don't even know what's going to happen because I haven't read the fucking.
You know what's going to happen.
There might be some deaths I don't know about. Like, I don't know. Like,
exactly. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to end it.
Yeah, I do gotta go cook in a minute. So
right on.
All right. Well, as we said before, R.I.P. Jason David Frank.
All right, dude. Yeah, it's been a tough year, man, for nerds in general.
Yeah, it was Kevin Conroy.
Conroy, dude. I know you don't give a fuck about Gallagher, but we got Gallagher the same day Kevin Conroy, dude. We got Coolio
a few weeks ago. Actually, more than a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago was like
a few months ago.
It was a few months ago. Like I wanted to do an episode on that, but like I forgot, and I don't know.
Where Queen Elizabeth died.
No one gives a fuck about Queen Elizabeth.
I know. No one gives a fuck about Queen Elizabeth.
I know.
Yeah. When the Queen died, I was like, okay.
I was like, about time.
And then people were like sad and happy about it, and I'm like, why do we even care?
And
She's like,
who's the dude? The other dude that succeeded? Like he playing with 5 fouls too.
He's about to die too. Goddamn old as fuck. Oh well, I don't give a fuck about the royal family anyways enough to like put any care into
I
it.
know, man, but yeah, we lost some legends like with like really recently, dude. Like Kevin
Yeah.
Conroy is the legitimate like voice of Batman. If you read a Batman comic, you're reading it in Kevin Conroy's voice.
Always.
Always.
Forever and always. Oh man. But yeah, such a sad thing to have all these legends pass away. And everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching and all that jazz. You know, follow all our social medias. Bye.
Oh my gosh. I started crying at some points of this one. Some of it was sort of like laughter, but other points were like, yeah.
And other points were sadness.
Yeah. I'm a man. I'm not allowed to talk about being sad.
That's not true. The macho man says you can cry, then you can cry.
Yeah, dude, if Macho Man says it, then yeah, for fucking sure. Slam into a fucking Slim Jim.
You dummy. All right. Well, I'm going to head off, y'all.
All right, dude. Love you guys.
All right.
Peace out.